Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on Memphis Hounds and the Brooklyn Beats. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Come on, set, 50, plant.
59.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him
On first down, Evans. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
You better get in the way.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Check. 3 down. Ready.
On second down, it's Evans. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
Here we go.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready up. Leo. Now.
On first down, Goodrich. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
On the ball, come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Shoot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Let's go, get set.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and a point scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the 1st down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the 1st down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Now a 1st down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Looking to throw on second down. Goodrich. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Hey, Echo. 24 is the mic. Come to my world. We want it. Come to my world. Now.
From the gun, Goodrich. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Looking to throw. Goodrich. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Come on now. Let's go.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 52, Mike 52. You're trash. Get it.
Back to throw. Goodrich looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be taken down. 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And to give this time to the tailback. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold?
Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Matchbox lights. Heavy. You're out. Check. Hey. High 7.
To throw on second down. Goodrich. And he slings one that's incomplete.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off, or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Baby, get him, boys. Get him, boys.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on fourth down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. On to the second quarter. Memphis in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. These two teams all tied after one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Goodrich. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
All day, baby, all day.
19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
24 is the mic. Bandit. Hey, Delta. 24 is the mic. Oh, you got deep? 24 is the mic.
From the gun, Goodrich looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback. .101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there, with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with a run so far. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
15 line. 15 line. Switch up, switch up. Check nine, check nine. Get it. Go.
They'll run on first down. It's Evans. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down now, it's Evans. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Go! 60 yards. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Yep. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Looking to throw on second down. Goodrich. And the catch made by Walters. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one good for 26 and a first down. Looking to throw. Goodrich. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Throwing on first down. Goodrich. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, wahoo!
Choose the mic. Here we go. Here we go.
Second and 1. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. In the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Topper!
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
65.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So we've come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where it was the visiting Broncos who were able to come in and get the road.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Check, check.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 2. Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
Hey, seam 6. Ready?
On 1st and 10, Goodrich. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Hey, Sam off.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Goodrich. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards, the final tally.
Go! 30 base.
Cut his left. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce.
And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Evans, they'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Let's go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He'll return it from the 6. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Break.
36. Line 36. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to keep burning.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. He'll have a first down past the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And quickly, they get to the line.
Choose the mic. Watch QB draw. Watch QB draw.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw on second down. Goodrich. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Goodrich. And he's got Walters. Big catch. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's... And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back now just east of Manhattan in Brooklyn. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Go, go. Mike, 36. 5.
To throw on 3rd down. Goodrich. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw, and the pressure gets to him again.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Let's take it inside his own 40. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards.
Down. 60 yards.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get off the field.
2nd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 17, and it also gives him the first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. The 40. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Cut. Switch.
Leo.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24.
Big River.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the home side to take over on offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Check three, check three, check three. He's coming. Double up, double up.
Check go.
He's coming, double up.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Run!
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
In the back. Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Come get some.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Go.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Down. 30 base.
It's been a long day for you.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming.
Protein spill.
31, check 31. Hey, switch.
Hard. Buzz.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52.
Night, sweetheart.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receiver, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On 4th down, Goodrich. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
Here we go. 24 is the mic. I'll get him.
Bravo.
Get him. 24 is the mic.
Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
24 is the mic.
Five.
On 1st down, Goodrich. And he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down 2nd and right at a yard.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming.
Big Rivers.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
Some
about it.
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, we saw action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the two-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the two-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He is an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
So for Memphis, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Brooklyn, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3, and they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again.